Hello and welcome to Tech Me Out. Today we're going to be taking a look at a very futuristic, eye-catching theme that to me just demands attention. And this particular theme is known as NextGen UI. It's basically centered around a bunch of applications being represented as graphical nods or nodes, which are going to be these little circle icons here. It's very smooth and fluid, but it does take up a lot of memory, so please be careful if you are going to download this on an earlier generation device, such as the iPhone 4 or 4S. Now, this particular theme is compatible with the iPhone 4, 4S, 5, 5S, and iPod Touch 4th and 5th generation that are running on the iOS 6 and 7 jailbreak. The developer did not state if it was compatible with the iPhone 5C. I'd like to assume that it is, but I'm not certain because it wasn't listed in the description of the theme. Now, what I personally love about this theme is that it has a one-of-a-kind look, where it completely alters the look of your home screen. And it's activated via your settings, so you don't need Winterboard to run this, which is pretty much kind of different. So in order to get it up and running, all you have to do is go into your settings, and you'll notice here as I tap on that, there is a slight delay for it to open up applications. However, there are page transitions or page animations, as you just saw there when this page was loading. But I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom to NextGen UI, and I'm going to tap on that. And this is how you would enable the theme. So you would go in here and flip the switch here, go ahead and turn it on. You can also turn off or on the animations so that things run a bit more fluid. Also, you can turn off or on the NextGen status bar. So right now the status bar has the NextGen theme up here. If that were to be turned off, then it's just going to be like your standard clock and everything that you normally see up here when you don't have a theme installed. But pretty much this is going to be where you access all of your apps. And if you've gotten lost and you've scattered about within the theme and you don't know how to get back to that area, tapping on the home button will go ahead and snap you to the area where you would tap to see all of your icons or all of your applications. So if I tap here, this will let me see all of my installed applications, and they are listed alphabetically. So I can see everything here. However, if I wanted to search for a specific one, I could use this magnifying glass there, and it would let me pretty much use that as my spotlight. So say for instance, you want to change the color of the theme. You also have that option as well. All you have to do is hold your finger on this circle here, and it will allow you to change the UI color. You do need to respring for these changes to take effect. Now, these are the nods or the nodes. I'm not quite sure which one is the correct way to say it, but nonetheless, these are the circular icons. And you can add an icon by long holding onto your screen. And this will give you two options, one to add an app or one to add a data store. Now, the difference between the two is an app is going to add an app, and the data store is basically another term for your folder. So if I were to tap app here, then this will let me add any app that I so choose. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to select 8 tracks. And as you can see, it's now installed. Now I can pinch to zoom this icon here to make it bigger or smaller. So I can take my 2 fingers up here and spread it out to make it bigger, or pinch them in to make the icon smaller. You also can long hold your finger on the icon to get a menu of different options, such as modifying the icon, which will allow you to change it to another application, or you can move the application. You can delete it if you don't want it on your home screen any longer. You can also toggle the flag. Now, the flag is basically just the title of the application. So right now there's nothing listed there. However, if I hold my finger on it again and I select toggle flag, it's then going to tell me what the application name is. So I'm going to just long press this again to show you the menu, or you can cancel all of your options. So another option within the menu is move. So this is how you can change the placement of your icons just in case you dropped it in the wrong location. And you'll notice that there's a line extending from this application to another application on the home screen. So that kind of connects them. And to me, it gives you something like a theme that you can kind of ride off of. But if you want it as a separate icon, you just want to move it away from any other icons so that it kind of stands alone. But if the icon were to be closer, like I was stating before, such as how I place these applications here, then it would kind of just group them together. And you'll also notice that when you get new messages or new emails and things of that sort, it will give you the badge number on the outside here. So you don't have to worry about possibly missing any messages or anything like that. You'll still get your alerts as you normally would. Now for the folders, this is how the folder would appear if you decide to add one. And I just have my games folder here. So I'm just going to tap on it to open it up. And once it has loaded, you'll see that you kind of have this 3D feel of all the applications that are in the folder. And it looks fairly nice. And you can see the title of the apps down here in the bottom left. And you can just tap on it when you want to go to that particular application. So how you would create a folder is to long hold on an empty space up here. And you're going to select Data Store. And this will allow you to name the folder. So I'm going to just put Test here. And then I'm going to select Confirm. And then you just want to choose a couple of applications. And to do that, all you have to do is tap on the applications that you want in there. And you'll notice the color of them changes ever so slightly to kind of highlight which ones you've selected. And then when you have the apps that you want to go into that folder, you're then going to tap on the folder. And now they're in there. And just as you had the menu for the applications, you also have the menu for the folders so that you can long hold on it and change different things about it as well, such as deleting it or modifying the applications that have been chosen to go in there. And another cool thing about it is not only will you get the connection line for apps, but you'll also get it for folders as well. So you can have like a series of folders over here, kind of forming a shape or anything like that. If you're curious about Control Center and Notification Center, they are all still accessible from within the application, so you don't have to worry about losing out on that. As far as if anything else is themed, I'm running this on my iPod Touch 5th generation, and so far the main thing I've noticed has been the home screen. I don't believe the dialer or anything like that has been altered to kind of flow with the theme, but maybe we'll see that in a later update. And if not, personally, I think the theme is fine as is. Just get a couple of the bug fixes out of the way, such as smoother performance, and it is good to go. Now, NextGen UI was supposed to kind of override your lock screen, but if you notice that when you install this particular theme and your lock screen is still coming up, you can download a tweak called Skip Lock, because that's basically what I have on mine. So that when I unlock my device, I'm not, hit with my lock screen. I can just go straight into this theme and everything can just kind of flow that much better. So if you want to have that option as well, if it did not do it automatically, then download Skip Lock from the Big Boss repo. It is free. So if you're interested in this, head on over to Cydia. It's $2.99. To me, it's worth every dime. Overall, it is a beautiful theme to accent your device. The only downsides, like I mentioned, were that some of the apps take a little time to load. And I feel like that's possibly due to the memory that the theme takes up in itself. But if you can deal with that, then definitely go ahead and download it. That does sum everything up, though. Please drop your questions and comments down below. Let me know what you think of it, if you downloaded it or if you just rather, kind of pass up on this particular one. But I did want to share this one with all of you, as it was one of the first themes that I have downloaded on my iOS 7 jailbreak. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out. So you can just tap Respring once you have it the way you like.